The sun goes to bed, but we're still awake because our postcard today is from a Jersey kitchen garden in Longville, St Saviour. And you know, I've been going around Jersey and so many people have been saying to me when I've mentioned your name, because I was looking for someone who could do Jersey food very well.
Yeah.
And everyone has raved about your kitchen garden. Now, why would they do such a thing?
Well, I think you just have to come around and have a look for yourself, really. It's just got a tremendous variety, slightly unusual fruits, vegetables, herbs, you know, you name it, we try and grow it here. We tend not to go for things we can buy in the local shops or whatever, and go for sort of slightly unusual varieties. Have a look and this is what you get.
What is it, for instance, we've got along here? Because we're coming into the autumn now, which is obviously a dying season.
That's right. I mean, you've got to remember in Jersey, because of the climate, things do tend to ripen that much earlier. So we're, you know, producing things which you can't even, you know, think about growing back in the UK until, you know, halfway through the summer. So we have to have two different varieties of raspberries, for example.
And that's what those were there?
They were black currants.
Black currants?
These are the raspberries.
Oh, I can see you've got there's still quite a few on there.
Yeah.
And this shows autumn's coming, doesn't it? These big pumpkins?
That shows autumn's come early. So we've got raspberries and we've got pumpkins both at the same time. Whereas normally your pumpkins back in the UK would be ready sort of like, you know, October, November time. But you certainly wouldn't be having raspberries at the same time.
Now along here you've got lots and lots of cabbages.
Yeah.
And rows of what look like to be sort of sunflowers down there, but I can see sunflowers there. I mean, what are those?
Well, they're Mrs. Duffy's sunflowers, which she uses in the hotel, and they're my courgette flowers, which I tend to stuff with lobster mousses, langoustine mousses.
Hold on, you eat the flowers?
Flowers as well.
Really?
But there's two types of flower. There's a male flower and there's a female flower.
Let's have a look at one then. What's this one?
That's a male.
How do you know?
Slim. Females have got hips when it comes to courgette flowers. If you see that, it's really, really quite slim. Whereas although that's, you know, shorter, it's actually going to be a female. Well, it is a female.
And you can scoff either of those, can you?
Yeah, I mean, this one we could, you know, probably use that today.
Oh, look at that.
Let's take it off.
Oh, I can see the courgette now.
Yeah.
And that's the flower bit. Well, that's remarkable. Is that something just you use, or are lots of people doing unusual things with food?
Yeah, I think, you know, there's quite a number of good chefs in Jersey, and we try to be a bit adventurous without spoiling the food. I mean, that, you know, you've got a lovely flower there, tender courgette. Why not use the whole of it? Now,
we are in the autumn, as I've said, but what has been your pride and joy this year in your garden? What have you used more than anything else?
I suppose the tomatoes have been really good this year. We've gone for a variety of plum tomatoes.
But I'd say they look Italian tomatoes to me.
Yeah, which, you know, obviously this time of year they're really starting to, you know, die off now. But the flavour is absolutely gorgeous. You know, we get all the sun. They've been brilliant. Together with basil, a lot of people find it really quite difficult to grow, but it seems to flourish here.
And you've grown even basil outside?
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, that's very clever of you, because I have difficulty with a pot on my windowsill, you know, which I bought from a supermarket, already grown, half there, comes home to me, one spaghetti bolognese, after that, my basil's gone limp, and eventually basil's gone. And that's what we've got to do now, we've got to go. But just look at how the sun now is gently settling on a Jersey kitchen garden. What's that over there?
Spinach.
That green stuff.
Spinach.
Gently resting on the spinach.